Earlier this week, we talked to head coach Dave Tippett about the addition and impact of Zach Hyman early in his Oilers career. Well, his fingerprints were all over the goal column and the scoring chances for in a 5-2 victory over the Pittsburgh Penguins here at Rogers Place on Wednesday night. Hyman picks up his third multi-goal game as an Edmonton Oiler. Mikko Koskinen made 32 stops for his 12th win of the season, while Connor McDavid has a goal and 3 assists to pick up win number 2 against Sidney Crosby in his career. I'm pleased to welcome you to the Oilers TV live post-game show. Thanks so much for joining us on this evening. We're going to get some live post-game reaction from players and head coach Dave Tippett in just a few moments. Stay tuned.
not the best first 40 that you guys had. You capitalized on your chances, and then you really kind of took over when Dave juggled the lines. Just kind of tell me about, this year, whenever he seems to throw in a little bit of a mix, you guys seem to respond to that.
Yeah, obviously we kind of held on there for the first 40. Miko did a great job as usual. I thought our young D, Teppo here as well, did a good job of stepping in and trying to keep the game simple, keep the game in front of them, and kind of worked our way through the game. And like you said, we capitalized on our chances and got some timely saves.
Marcus, for you, first NHL game, the guys made you go without the lid for your skate. Kind of just tell us about your feelings for your first NHL game.
A bit nervous at the start, but I had a lot of fun though, and a good win today, so it was good.
Connor, you were trying to get Zach, it looked like that last goal into the empty net. He's never had a hat trick in the NHL. You probably knew that. You're trying to get it over to him, but he had lots of chances tonight to get that third goal.
He had lots of chances, like you said, and obviously we thought he had it there, and just a hair offside. So obviously I'm trying to get him that puck. I almost feel guilty putting it in the net, but Rodriguez kind of just kind of glued himself to Himes, and obviously you got to put it away as well. So obviously trying to get him the puck, but just couldn't find a way.
Thank you.
Connor generated a lot at even strength tonight. I think all the goals. Of course, he had the empty netter too, but just from an even strength standpoint, how crucial is it to be able to do that, and why do you think you were able to tonight, even though play was tilted the other way at times?
Yeah, I thought we generated some chances, especially there in the third period. Just worked. I thought it just came down to working harder. I know it sounds cliche again, but they were kind of bringing it to us there in the second period, and we just need to up our work ethic and get pucks to the net, and kind of good things happen. So I like that we were able to generate some stuff 5-on-5. We didn't rely on the power play, and our penalty kill was good as well. So overall, I thought it was a good win.
You executed a couple of 2-on-1s, and they were a little bit different. On the first one, it was an early pass. The second one, the delay. Just take us through when you're moving in on a 2-on-1, kind of what you're watching for and how you know, or is it just instinct?
It's a little bit of instinct. It's a little bit of routine as well. Trying to get yourself into the middle of the ice and just try to make your read. That's just all you can do.
Hi, Connor. Your team's down 4 defensemen. Pittsburgh Penguins are coming to town. This isn't necessarily a game that you guys would be expected to win. Yeah, you come out on the right side of it. What does this say about your organizational depth and the way that you guys have been able to kind of battle through what's supposed to be a tough period for you? Yeah, it's been great to see the young D-men come in and play well. It's great to see Skinner doing well. That goes a long way. Obviously, it's a long year, and there's going to be injuries. There's going to be things that happen, and you need that depth. And I thought the guys have done a great job of stepping in and picking up where we left off. On that, the empty netter, it almost looked like he was more interested in preventing the hat trick than giving you an uncontested line to the net. Yeah. He didn't really chase after me at all. He kind of just grabbed Himes and stood there. Again, obviously I'm trying to get him that puck. Love to get him that puck. But obviously he stayed with him.
Marcus, if I'd have told you a month ago you'd be sitting up at a podium next to Connor McDavid, what would you have said?
Sorry, what?
If we'd have told you 6 months ago you were going to be sitting next to Connor McDavid doing interviews, what would you have said?
I don't know. Probably would not believe it.
Connor, the statistics say when you and Sid go head-to-head, you've had a lot of points, you've done well. But you guys haven't won many games against Pittsburgh. They've been a tough team on you. Is there just something in playing well, sure, but winning a game against Pittsburgh in a decisive fashion?
Yeah, I think it's important. We've played Pittsburgh, not a ton of times in my career, and like you said, we haven't found ways to get wins. Although we've had some good games, they've all been tight. We haven't found a way to get a win, so definitely happy to get a win against those guys.
And Marcus, lastly, your family, Marcus. What time is it in Finland? Were your parents able to watch this game live? Do you know?
I think it started at like 5 a.m. there, so they probably woke up for that. So. Yeah.
Okei. Markus, no miltä tuntui tuo vauhti NHL:stä se ensimmäisessä ottelussa?
No, onhan se kyllä nopeata, että ei sitä käy kiistäminen. Ja kiekko liikkuu nopeasti ja sillain, että joo, se on aika nopea vauhtia. Mutta kyllä siihen tottu sitten, kun mä sanoin jo aikaisemmin, niin vähän jännitti ehkä alkuun, niin sitten kun se hälveni siitä, niin alkoi tuntua jo paremmalta.
Miten nuo Porin ja Hämeenlinnan vuodet valmisti sua niin draftin jälkeen tähän paikkaan?
No, kyllähän nuo ammattilaispelit on kuitenkin aina erilaisia kuin mitä tuntuu esimerkiksi OHL:ssä pelaava ja tollaan, niin kyllä ne valmistaa hyvin, että virheet, jos tulee virheitä paljon, niin ne voi olla aika suuri merkitys pelille niille.
Hi, Marcus. Just back here on your left here, Tony Brar, Oilers TV. Can you maybe take us through when you found out that you were going to make your way to Edmonton, when you got the call, where you were, and who you maybe called after that?
I was at a grocery store, and then I got the call, so I went to the rink and packed my stuff and went to the apartment and back there, and then went to LA because I had an early flight the next day. So
I'm assuming you had a conversation with Jay Woodcroft when you got the call. Can you maybe share what he said to you in leading up to your first NHL game?
He just gave me some advice and said that good luck. Nothing special, I guess.
I know it's really fresh, but did anything stand out from your game? Like a lot of players talk about their welcome to the NHL moment. Did you have a moment that really stood out tonight?
I got hit pretty hard in the first period, so that kind of woke me up a little bit, I guess.
And Connor, while we're on the subject, I know your first NHL game was in St. Louis. Did you have a welcome to the NHL moment back in 2015?
You know, honestly, my first game kind of felt like just a blur looking back. You know, you're kind of just in shock the whole time, and you know, the game starts to slow down a little bit after that. But I think my welcome to the NHL moment would have been playing Ovi. Kind of, I think we played him maybe 4 or 5 games in, and just seeing the big 8 flying around. It was a pretty cool night for sure.
Thanks for sharing that.
Thanks.
Connor said he felt bad putting that puck in the net. Did you say anything to him?
I mean, he had no chance to get it to me. So they told him, yeah, put it in, finish the game, and we'll get another one another time.
You guys put up a lot of offense at even strength tonight, and a lot of it head-to-head against Crosby. How were you guys able to do that, do you think?
I thought we had a lot of chances in transition today. I thought that they did a good job holding on to the puck a little bit in the ozone, and then we were able to kind of catch them on the fast break. But yeah, no, I think our third period as a team was our strongest for sure, and Mikko held us in the game for the first 2, and then third we were able to kind of get some off the rush there, and then Niemelainen had a good one off the cycle too.
Zach, you haven't had a hat trick yet. 12 2-goal games, I think. Are you starting to think the gods are against you or what? I mean, you also had a breakaway tonight.
Yeah, no, I know the breakaway almost went in, but no, I mean, I don't think about it too much. It's, I think it'll happen, and I'm happy to score when I can and help the team win, obviously. And it was fun almost getting a hat trick there.
Thank you.
Kyler, you've kind of bounced around a few times in games where, you'll be in a line, and tonight the entire all 4 lines switched, and it obviously resulted, you guys had your best period, as Zach alluded to. Can you talk about kind of what goes on for you? Because you've done it a few times, where you change lines and there seems to be jump. Why is that?
I think we just, I think Tip's just trying to find some different offense. Maybe we're solid. Not having the best offense tonight, so I think he's just trying to change it around and try to get some more offense.
Is it like a polite way of saying, hey, boys, pick it up?
I mean, yeah, I think so. But I mean, it's his way of just trying to, figure out the offense and get us going.
And Zach, you're up to now 11 goals on the season. It's obviously been a great start for the team, 16-5, one of the best starts ever in franchise history. But for you, I was looking, this is the most goals you've scored in the first 21 games of a season. Just why is it being, easy is the wrong word, but being so fluid and for you to fit into a new team this easy?
Yeah, no, I think I've said it a bunch before, but just getting to know the guys who were in Toronto before really helped. Training with those guys, Connor, Darnell, Devin and Warren were all there, so getting to know them and kind of being a part of a little smaller group right before, and then coming early and meeting guys, the guys who are here and getting to know them. So, I think it's credit to the guys of being so welcoming, and we have a lot of new guys this year, and I think that it's, the new guys having impacts is a result of, being comfortable and confident, and it's a testament to the group here. And then, yeah, just having a lot of fun. And I think, every year in the league, you try to develop and get better, even if you're an older player or a veteran. And I think there's a misconception with, you can only get better when you're a certain age. But I think, for me, it's always been about figuring out how I can take my game to the next level and working on it in the summertime and just trying to improve.
Hi, Zach, over here. The following people want their hats back.
Honestly, it's crazy.
What goes through your mind when they're pouring down and you're going to and they might take it off the board?
I mean, I'm just happy we were up 4-2, so it wasn't a go-ahead goal or anything like that. But I mean, it was fun. It was fun to experience that. I think that obviously what doesn't officially count, but I mean, it looked. I don't think it really affected the play, so it felt like a good goal, obviously, and Yamo and Dale made a great play there, and just to get the crowd reaction to it was pretty cool.
When all the defensemen started going down, this was supposed to be a difficult time for you guys, maybe a sag in the season. You've been able to soldier through it really well. What's been the key to that?
I think it's next man up mentality. I think that it's it's great for our young players and our prospects on the back end to kind of get thrown into the fire and have to play against really good players and really good teams. And I think that, as forwards, we try to help them out as best we can. But yeah, it's when you have to play big minutes as a young player and you're in your first season or second season, it helps get you acclimated really quick.
Zach and Kyler, this will be a question for both of you, but Kyler, you can think of your answer while Zach, unfortunately, you'll have to go first. We just talked to Marcus Niemelainen about his welcome to the NHL moment. He said his was when he got hit into the boards pretty hard. Connor said his was the first time he ever played against Ovechkin. In your first call-up to the NHL, Zach, did you have a welcome to the NHL moment in your first handful of games?
I mean, we played against Tampa, who we were really good at. It was at the time, and it was on a leap year, so it was on actually February 29th, which is pretty cool, so I'll remember that date. And yeah, just remember, being on the ice against Stamkos and Hedman and guys who you would watch on TV and, being on the ice with them and actually being able to compete and be competitive in that game. We lost by 1 and all the young guys were on at the end of the game, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, it was a fun experience.
And Kyler, do you have a welcome to the NHL moment as well?
Yeah, mine was, we were playing Battle of Alberta. I want to say my welcome to the NHL. Davo scored a natural hat trick, scored all 3 goals in the game. So that was my welcome to the league. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
the guys talked about it earlier, that they didn't really feel they had the best 40 minutes, but you were in the game, Mikko kept you in the game, and then you took over in the third.
We were better in the third. We turned the puck over far too much in the first couple. We just couldn't get no rhythm to our game whatsoever, just batting it around like it was a tennis ball. So once we got to work, we still turned it over a few times, but at least we worked to get it back in the third. That was the difference. Like we got our legs under us. You get around pucks a little more. We were opportunistic with some of the chances we had. We had some good chances and we capitalized on them. And then the third, we got to work a little more.
You mentioned you're batting the puck around. What did you feel about the quality of chances you gave up? You didn't even, like, it was kind of a scrambling game, but you didn't give up a ton?
Not a lot of outnumbered chances and stuff like that. You know, a few in tight. There was one real good save in the third by Koski and coming across the slot. They do a lot of east-west stuff, you know, top of the circles, and we were all right. We packed it in there, but like I say, there's plays that you get stopped, and then I'd like to see the next play get made. You know, the puck bouncing around, let's win a few more of those things so it goes the other way. Now, we got fortunate on a couple of them. They're like, you look at the Hyman's, what was it, Hyman's first goal, that's one, they get 2 or 3 looks at the net or chances, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, and we're going the other way. So that's how, you know, we were fortunate that way, but we can be better. We can be better. We can be cleaner with the puck. We can be harder on loose pucks. And, you know, we were in the third, but I'd like to see that for 60 minutes.
Dave, can you talk about Koskinen holding in for 2 periods? He's played every bit as well tonight, it looked like, as he did against Vegas in terms of calm and cool and collected the net. He didn't really give them a whole lot.
I don't think they had the chances that Vegas had the other night. He was steady in there and solid, big. He stopped the ones he was supposed to stop, which is what you're looking for. We gave up some real good chances the other night in Vegas that he had to make some great saves on. I don't think we gave up as many in that department tonight. But that being said, we still gave up too many chances that I'd like to see. But
is that batting it around because of all the young defensemen?
Well, I think they did their part of it. Yeah, there's a lot of batting going around. So they weren't all of it, but they were part of it.
Okay, thank you.
We had some veteran defensemen batted around pretty good too.
Forwards, for some of your younger forwards, is there a lesson in the tenacity with which Hyman played with tonight? I mean, that was a hard, firm, competitive game that Pittsburgh played with from lines 1 through 4, and he was the one guy you had on the wing that kept on winning battles.
Yeah, that's what he brings every night. We said that in the coach's room after the first period. We should have a few of our players stop looking at the iPad and start looking at Hyman out there, right? Plays the game honest, plays the game hard. We talk about getting our nose over the puck and competing for loose pucks. He's the epitome of that. We could have some more guys do that.
Bouchard, he's had some tough moments against good teams here last couple games, but the response in the third and
better in the third.
Just stick.
First 2.
Tough.
Better in the third. He's an example of we'd like to have a 60-minute game, not a 20-minute game.
And just a thought on Barry and Russell each playing 26 plus tonight.
That's good and bad. It's good that they did it. It's our depth. We're trying to get these young guys up and going, so hopefully we don't have to do that every night.
Dave, on that Pittsburgh first goal, they win the face-off. It's obviously a set play. When Gensel goes across, who should pick him up?
Of all the forwards, that's a play the forward should he never goes out for us. We looked at that exact play in the video before. Of all the forwards, I would say that wouldn't make a mistake on that. I would say of the 12 forwards on the ice, Nuge would be the last guy to make a mistake. He's the guy that made the mistake. He went running out there, and he knew it as soon as he did. He goes, what am I doing? I never supposed to run out here. I think we lost it so clean. He took off out there thinking that he was going to get the jump, and he should stay right where that pass came is where he's supposed to be standing. He knew it. I knew it. I didn't say a word to him about it. Let's just chalk it up to a bad moment. But we looked at that exact same play on video at 6:30 before the game. Just one of those things. A bit of a brain cramp. All right.
And Dave, quick, do you have any update on, do you think any of your D-men will be available Friday, Nurse or Keith?
Friday? No. not Friday.
Seconds of this first period. Pass on the right wing. Puck brought in, poked on it. Nice save made by Koskinen with the right pad.
David, a hard check, frees it up for Hyman. He'll gain the line onside with.
He'll shoot, scores! Zach Hyman goes upstairs, and the Oilers up 1-0 on their first shot of the game.
Oh, Zach Hyman, what an addition for Edmonton. Went a little bit cold for a couple games. He now has double-digit goals on the season in this game, number 21. It's 10th of the year. That's a one-man rush. Oilers had a couple players jump up on the play, including Zach Cassidy, and McDavid's going to get an assist as Hyman cut off the left side boards as a right shot to the middle of the ice and then shot back across the green, and the Oilers with a 1-0 lead.
Zach Hyman at 6:52 of the first period, his 10th goal of the season. Blue line for Barrie. On the right to Draisaitl. He'll look to the net. Give it to McDavid. Out to Barrie, the one-timer, and a glove save by Jari. And he face off to the right of Koskinen. Crosby wins the draw. Marino gets past him from one-timer. Gensel scores. Jake Gensel absolutely wired that one-timer right upstairs on Koskinen. This game is tied at 1.
Jake Gensel's a 40-goal scorer in this league, and he just absolutely powdered the pill on that one. I mean, he got all of it. Beautiful execution off the draw. They slide it across, and Niemelainen couldn't get across. But you know what? The Oilers, to me, Marino with a great pass right through the seam, finds the open man. Very little that Mikko Koskinen would have been an incredible save.
Rodriguez got it in behind the Oiler net. On the left wing to Crosby, over to Letang. Nice save by Koskinen. Wow, that was a quick shot. Oilers come out 2-on-1. Here is McDavid. He's got Hyman. Pass to Hyman. Scores! Zach Hyman puts it home on the 2-on-1, and the Oilers have a 2-1 lead.
That's 11 for Zach Hyman. Connor McDavid comes up with the loose puck after their east-west play, and the Oilers' D-zone is incredible. I mean, they open up so many looks, but the Oilers survive and come back the other way, and a great goal off the rush. McDavid's second assist of the game. Hyman with his second beauty of the game. 2-1 Edmonton.
16-16 time of that goal after a big save by Mikko Koskinen down at the other end. On the right wing to McDavid. He'll step out, he'll shoot it. It's blocked. It comes back to Barrie in the middle. Over to McDavid on the right, into the corner to Draisaitl. To the blue line to Barrie. To Draisaitl. Back to the blue line. Barrie shoots it off the outside of the net from the back door, and McDavid couldn't get the shot through. Here's Draisaitl, a shot saved by Jari, and he'll cover it up as Draisaitl with a good opportunity. 30 for Hyman. Gensel will get it out to center. Here is Rodriguez. Pass across. Shot. Scores. Teddy Bluger got the pass in front of the net, and he goes upstairs on Koskinen just 1 minute into the second period. And this game is all tied up at 2. Teddy Bluger gets the pass from Rodriguez off the right side, and he goes high to the blocker on Koskinen. And for Bluger, that is his 6th of the year, and that is just 1 minute. Out to Draisaitl into the Penguin zone through the middle. That's poked away. Following it up, though, here's Yamamoto. The shot, the save by Jari. Good little move top of the circle. Gives the puck to Zach Hyman. Goes to the right wing corner. We're tied at 2. We're in the third. To McDavid, back to the left wing point. Russell waiting, drops it to Barrie. He'll shoot. Scores! Barrie let it go. It got tipped in front of the net, and the Oilers are up 3-2. Yamamoto may have got his stick on that.
Right now, the Pittsburgh bench is looking to see if that stick was elevated too high above the shoulders for Kailer Yamamoto, who's a 5'7" player. Barrie with the long-range bomber directs it to the net. No way. That's a goal all the way. Not even worth challenging. Edmonton gets the break they need early in the third. Deflection, redirection with a little bit of zone time. A long-range bomber from Tyson Barrie deflected home. Yamamoto with his 5th of the season.
The Edmonton Oilers up 3. Pass on the left to McDavid, gets it down the left side to Nugent Hopkins, across to Draisaitl, in front of the net looking for Hyman, but he couldn't get his stick on it. And puck goes to the corner, Lagesson to Draisaitl. He's gonna get it out, he'll give it to McDavid. He's got Bouchard with him, 2-on-1, McDavid to Bouchard, scores! Evan Bouchard has put the Oilers up 4-2.
Well, 4-on-4 hockey, and you're playing with fire against McDavid and Draisaitl, and Leon Draisaitl saucered a 70-foot backhand pass to create the 2-on-1, and Bouchard was on his horse. He activates, and Connor McDavid, the best player in the world off the rush, threads a pass through Niemelainen, and an easy tap-in for Bouchard. The Oilers are up by 2.
Evan Bouchard gets his third of the year. Big puck gets to the middle. Here's Yamamoto. He'll take it away. He'll come out. He's got Nugent Hopkins with him. In over the line to Nugent Hopkins. To Yamamoto. Just broken up at the... Probably. Up the left wing to McDavid. Nice little move. He'll get in over the line. He'll drop it. Yamamoto to McDavid in front of the net. Scores! Zach Hyman put it in from about a foot out.
They're going back into the corner.
So if Hyman scores again, do we recycle all those hats? But yeah, it's
offside. It's offside.
Yeah, no. Letang loses it. Bouchard to Puljujarvi. He'll get it out to Hyman. Now to McDavid. He's got the breakaway. The empty net. He scores! Connor McDavid gets the empty netter and gives the Oilers the 5-2 lead.
He didn't want it. He tried looking back, and Zach Hyman's like, just take it, end the game. Connor McDavid, his 4th point of the game. Yes, the Puljujarvi win in a puck battle, as did Evan Bouchard. The Oilers won 2 battles back in the Oilers zone. They were able to hoist it up high. And
everybody's standing now at Rogers Place, as they should. Time running out. The Oilers will improve to 16-5 on the year. They're 9-1 here at home, and they